Hello and welcome to Entirely English and our series looking at the words that Shakespeare introduced to the English language. This is not all of the words he created. These are the words that are still in use. Hopefully you've been following the series so far. Do go back to the A's if you need to follow through. Today we are going to be starting with P and see how far we can get in the time allotted. Actually, I missed one in the previous video that begins with I, but kind of fortunately, it is a prefix, im, and it goes on to the word partial, impartial. And this is from Richard II. Over it, impartial are our eyes and ears. So, impartial. So continuing with the letter P, we have the word pander. To pander, not the animal, P-A-N-D-E-R. This is from Hamlet. Proclaim no shame when the compulsive ardour gives the charge, since frost itself as actively doth burn, and reason panders with. Pendulous, from King Lear. Now all the plagues that in the pendulous air hang fated o'er man's faults, light on thy daughters. Priceless, from Lucretia. For he, the night before, in Tarquin's tent, unlocked the treasure of his happy state. What priceless wealth the heavens had him lent in the possession of his beauteous mate. On to R, and reclusive, from Much Ado About Nothing. The supposition of the lady's death will quench the wonder of her infamy, and if it sought not well, you may conceal, as best befits her wounded reputation, in some reclusive and religious life, out of all eyes, tongues, minds, and injuries. Reinforcement, Trollus and Cressida. Haste we, Diomed, to reinforcement, or we perish all. Rival, King Lear. My Lord Burgundy, we first address towards you, who with this king hath rivalled for our daughter. Now on to S, and scuffle, from Antony and Cleopatra. His captain's heart, which in the scuffles of great fights hath burst the buckles of his breast, reneges all temper, and is become the bellows and the fan to cool a gypsy's lust. Snail-paced, Richard III. Delay leads impotent and snail-paced beggary. Then fiery expedition be my wing, Jove's Mercury and herald for a king. Sneak, Henry IV, Part 1. And when he was not 26 strong, sick in the world's regard, wretched and low, a poor unminded outlaw sneaking home, my father gave him welcome to the shore. To squabble, Othello. Drunk, and speak parrot, and squabble, swagger, swear, and discourse for stain with one's own shadow. Stealthy, Macbeth. Witchcraft celebrates pale Hecate's offerings and withered murder, alarmed by his sentinel the wolf, whose howls his watch thus with his stealthy pace, with Tarquin's ravishing strides towards his design, moves like a ghost. Stillborn, Henry IV, Part 2. Grant that our hopes, yet likely of fair birth, should be stillborn, and that we now possess the utmost man of expectation. I think we are so a body strong enough, even as we are, to equal with the king. Swagger, Midsummer Night's Dream. What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? Swansdown, Antony and Cleopatra. Her tongue will not obey her heart, nor can her heart inform her tongue. The swan's down feather that stands upon the swell at the full tide, and neither way inclines. All right, let's see if we have time to do T. Oh yes, there's not so many T's, I expected more. time-honoured Richard II. Earl John Gaunt, time-honoured Lancaster, hast thou, according to thy oath and brand, brought hither Henry Hereford, thy bold son, here to make good and boisterous late appeal, which then our leisure would not let us hear, against the Duke of Norfolk, Thomas Mowbray. To torture Henry VI, Part 2, unless it were a bloody murderer, or foul felonious thief that fleeced poor passengers, I never gave them condign punishment. Murder indeed, that bloody sin, I tortured above the felon, or what trespass else. And tranquil from Othello. Oh, now for ever, farewell the tranquil mind, farewell content. Farewell the plumed troops and the big wars that make ambition virtue. Oh, farewell, farewell the neighbouring steed and the shrill trump, the spirit-stirring drum, the ear-piercing fife, the royal banner and all quality, pride, pomp and circumstance of glorious war. And oh, you mortal engines, whose rude throats the immortal Jove's dread clamours counterfeit, farewell. Othello's occupation gone. Sorry, you might have noticed I stumbled somewhat in that one. It's the shrill trump kind of caused an image in my mind. You can probably understand that. For now, that is the end of this video. If you've enjoyed this, if you find it interesting, do please click the like button. If you want to keep up to date with this or our other videos, we're currently doing a series on British superstitions. Do click the if you know somebody who would enjoy these, click the share button. Maybe somebody who's studying English would like to improve their language or their understanding. And for that also, it'd be nice if you shared my website link. Maybe they would like classes. All right, so now on this tranquil evening, we shall end this session, and I wish you well. Have a great week. See you again soon. Bye-bye for now.